what Banamex did, and I think it was a very bold move, it changed all its incentives from sales to customer experience days to all employees all across the bank. So that was a very bold move, and I helped them do them. When they changed that, I became the head of customer experience. And part of my job was measuring, making sure that what we measure, because customer experience, you measure it through surveys, and you're using surveys to pay people. So first of all, you have to make sure the actual survey measures correctly what you're doing, what you're going to pay to your employees. So that was one part. The other part was the cultural change in the bank, and I think that was very rewarding. It's a 40,000 employee bank, so trying to make sure that everybody understands why customer centricity is important and why in the long term it will give you much more benefits than the short-term view of sales. Before, the metric was sales, and that's a short-term view, and why becoming customer-centric, that will give you a long-term view and a long-term benefit because you build relationships. Now you want to become from a sales-based bank to an advisory bank, be like your trusted advisor of a customer. So that was very important part of my job. And then the third part was trying to help and navigate all the changes that the bank go through in order to actually deliver a better experience.
Really impressive. There is so much in that really resonates with me. One is I hear you talking about the importance of validating customer value. And I also love that you were able to realign the goals for sales around customer experience. Was that an idea that you all developed internally? Had you seen examples of that somewhere else and you thought that it might work in your business?
It was basically a novelty. I think that no bank had ever done that, but it did came from experiences that happened actually in the US, in Wells Fargo working. We also had problems in Citibanamex with what we could call bad sales. No, if your incentives are just to create an account or to sell cards, then you have bad sales, which sometimes they're fraudulent, sometimes not. But in the end, they will harm the company. So it was basically based on that idea of turning from bad sales and from those bad incentives into the long-term view that the bank actually changed the whole incentives of the bank. And it actually worked.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. And to your point, this is exactly what Wells Fargo got into trouble for. So I'm glad to see that as they fix that, that solution has actually gone to other banks. I think that's actually pretty inspiring.